win. You're in the bro army. You're in the bro army. For life.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game Season 1, Episode 18. It is me, Mikey Bro, here with the go-home show before NXT TakeOver, you know. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. It's going to be a quick, rudimentary show. It's going to be the ones as we have typically before takeovers, which are more match-based, storyline-driven. And, a lot of the big names sitting out in terms of in-ring action. But we do have a pretty packed show for you here tonight. As you can see, I want to go ahead and note, given the Speak Out campaign, this will be Jack Gallagher's last appearance here in NXT. I thought long and hard over the last few days what I wanted to do with a lot of the Speak Out people that were accused. And, of course, here in the United States of America and, over the world, presumed innocent until proven guilty. But it's kind of like the Chris Benoit thing for me. I can't look at him, unfortunately, even though he's probably one of my top 3 wrestlers of all time. I just can't do it. So Gallagher's last appearance on NXT will be right here. All right, first up, and about that had great wrestling and a decent reaction. Kushida defeats Jack Gallagher in 13:58 with the Kushida lock. 60 overall here. And it's a little unfortunate because Gallagher was just entering into a big program as Devlin's sidekick. So we'll have to change it up, get Devlin someone else in there that we're going to go ahead and use in that spot. Anyways, enough of me ranting and raving about what's happening in the world of professional wrestling as it relates to the Speaking Out movement. I just wanted to get it off my chest. So 60 overall here. All right, and next up, the camera shows the new trio, the top trio. NXT Jay White with Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish arriving. Strong and Fish take on Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne in the main event. Of course, you see Matt Riddle's face here as well. However, we're going to let that one play out as well as the Devlin situation play out because the information we've got from them is quite different than what we got from Jack Gallagher, and there seems to be conflicting reports on those two instances, much like we went ahead and continued forward with the Velveteen Dream until something is officially announced, given the disputes and the charges from the accusers as well as the predators as well. So 47, my voice sounds a little down, guys. It's a little bit of a bummer here. 47, though, obviously Roddy and Bobby Fish joining up with Jay White a couple weeks back. Jay White, your NXT champion. All right, next up from NXT UK, Mark Andrews defeats Simmons in 8 minutes with his shooting star press. So the color commentary gave the match a boost, and Mark Andrews here debuting on NXT main roster here in the save. Obviously, he's been on NXT multiple times. Morgan Webster's also with the brand from the UK currently. He'll be around eventually. But just a match tonight, Mark Andrews, getting a victory over Simmons. All right, next up, another new group we've purchased in because, of course, WWE likes to steal everyone. Indus Sher defeats Aussie Open in 2:57 when Rinku defeats Mark Davis. I believe that's Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher losing to Indus Sher. Kyle Fletcher carried the match. Sharav and Rinku with 29-28. Fletcher and Davis with 44-33. Davis and Fletcher had great chemistry. That's great. They're going to slot in where Lorcan and Birch were. And Lorcan and Birch will be moved up a notch. The announcing quality lifted the match. The color commentary gave the match a boost. And Bivens did give ringside brick for Indus Sher. So that's great. 31. We're going to have to work on getting them over, though. All right, next up. The camera finds Jordan Devlin in the back alone. As I said, fucking Gallagher, he's gone. As he walks up to NXT Commissioner William Regal with his championship. Devlin says, Mr. Regal, it looks like you're in need of a main event at TakeOver, and as you can see, I'm your most decorated champion. William Regal goes on to say, Jordan, before you suggest what I think you're going to suggest, don't. As of this morning, you'll be defending your Cruiserweight Championship against Kalisto of Lucha House Party at TakeOver. Devlin straightens up, and what of your new favorite toy, Jay White's NXT Championship? Regal smirks. Now stay with me, guys. This is a big announcement here. Regal says he's not a toy nor my favorite. Tajiri is my favorite. But joking aside, says Regal, the NXT Championship will not be defended at TakeOver. First time ever. The fans boo. Adam left me in a bad spot with his selfishness for championship rematches. Triple H has a grand idea, though, and a great idea. Devlin seems confused. Regal says, at NXT TakeOver, NXT will have its first ever Money in the Bank match, and that will be our main event. So a 72 overall, a Money in the Bank match. It's going to be amazing. 72, though, here. Look at this. 72. All right. And I'm going to do a special qualifying Money in the Bank show. I think on Thursday, I think maybe tomorrow in terms of Endgame, just to have like a little 1 hour all wrestling show with the winners. It's being held as a special on the WWE Network, advancing to the Money in the Bank matches. All right, 72. Next up, Santos Escobar defeats the Brian Kendrick with a bridging German suplex. So 49 here for the match, 43 and 40 for Kendrick and Escobar, and that's great. This match got the crowd buzzing, and Kendrick and Escobar seem to work pretty well together. That's great. All right, next up in a decent match, Dominic Dijakovic defeats Killian Dane with the Dijection. 44 overall. Dijak gets the win. 41-38 for Dijakovic and Dane, respectively. The announcing quality lifted the match. 44. All right, next up in a decent match, Dakota Kai, Diana Purrazzo, and Raquel Gonzalez defeats Candice LeRae, Mercedes Martinez, and Mia Yim when Purrazzo submitted Candice LeRae with a Fujiwara armbar. 49 here. We gave the crowd a breather, which is great. 48, 44, 56 for Yim, Martinez, and LeRae, with Gonzalez, Purrazzo, and Kai putting up a 47, 45, and 54. So this is where it gets interesting. Obviously, Dakota Kai is facing Rhea Ripley. That's fine. Candice LeRae, though, with Johnny being called up, I'm not really sure what to do with her. So we're going to have to keep on addressing the situation. But as of now, she's kind of being utilized in that Mercedes Martinez face role. So 49. All right, the cameras now are in the backside, shaking, expecting to see what's going on as we get backstage into the area to find Damian Priest and Raven standing over a beaten Tommaso Ciampa, his opponent, in just 3 days. I guess Priest and Raven didn't want to have a conversation with Ciampa, as Priest's fist has done the talking here tonight. One has to wonder, though, will Ciampa be okay come TakeOver this Saturday night? So basically, we had announced a segment between the three of them, but Raven and Priest let their fists do the talking, and Tommaso Ciampa was taken out backstage. Not too bad where he can't compete, but bad enough where he's out and injured a little bit. So, one of our best storylines going on. 53 heat here between Priest and Ciampa with Raven as support. And in the main event, Fish and Strong defeat the Broserweights in 18 minutes when Fish pinned Dunn with a running single leg high knee strike. Fish was the weak link, but he still put up a 45 here. Roddy with a 58, Dunn and Riddle with a 61 and 55. And the new trio of Fish and Strong with Jay White are a well-oiled machine. All right, as the bell sounds, Jay White is one proud papa. Roddy and Fish having came together and defeated Riddle after the traumatic split from UE. The celebration of the trio ends NXT this week. TakeOver just days away. All right, so White enjoyed the freedom. Bobby Fish enjoyed the freedom. Roddy wasn't great. Dunn was off a little bit, but we're going to end with a 52 here. And NXT this week was pretty solid heading into TakeOver. Guys, it's super late, so please apologize my lackadaisical volume. I'm, like I said, just really tired. 52 here overall. We got a 60 show rating, which is increasing our popularity in 53 regions. And as you can see, slowly but surely, we're continuing to increase the output of production and overall ratings in this very, very tough flesh mod here in NXT The Game, with WWE rating our entire roster. Baby. All right, but until next time, it is me, Mikey Bro, wishing you a glorious rest of your day. And the next will be the Money in the Bank qualifier special. Thanks for watching, guys.